Okay, so it seems like recently there's been a little bit of a situation of Sinder fans essentially warning people of something that's been going on with the TCG game, if you guys haven't seen, VCards, which we talked about a little bit on this channel with some previous stuff, and obviously we talked about it in context with Sinder and a lot of stuff that went on with that. But this time they're actually talking about a kind of, I guess, scam that is going around. Not only, well, I'm assuming it's not only affecting Sinder, I'm sure it affects a lot of other VTubers too, which is a very interesting point to bring up. Especially whenever a lot of people are looking to buy cards that people have pulled from the trading card game. If you don't know, VCards is a TCG run by GamerSupps. I'm pretty sure Shylily has a big play in it and obviously has started it up and everything. And of course, they have a new set coming out on the 27th of February, which is very, very exciting. But obviously, it features a ton of different VTubers, and mainly a lot of indie VTubers. And Sinder actually appeared on the first kind of edition, or the first set of the VCards, which obviously had a lot of people excited. And well, it seems like some people have been discussing, saying, attention Pyropubs, we need to look out for another one another. It has come to our attention that this is a scam currently targeting the community via an eBay listing for a signed Sinder VCard priced at $500. After an investigation made by some Pyropubs on Reddit, they have confirmed that this listing is fraudulent. Here is why. They say the evidence: forged signature. The autograph on the card does not match Sinder's official signature style or stroke pattern. They say impossible timeline. VCard never sold any officially signed units. It could have been signed during a specific window after the initial release of the first batch, but from the initial card release until her hiatus, Sinder attended no conventions or meet and greets where an in-person signing could have occurred. Said stay safe. Please do not let your love for Sinder be exploited by scammers. $500 is a lot of money. Don't throw it away on a fake. They say always verify high-value merch through official Discord channels like Sinder's Twitter account and or her Discord before purchasing them from third-party resellers. They say check the thread below for side-to-side comparisons of the fake signature versus Sinder's actual signature. And they say help spread the word to keep our pack safe. And I think it definitely is a good message. And here is the card. As you can see, it's slightly blurry because of, it's off an eBay listing. But you can see that it is signed in a black ink there with Sinder. Now, it does look pretty clean, but obviously, whenever you compare it to someone who has actually had something signed by Sinder from a convention, they say here is the side-by-side. The red one is a real Sinder autograph. The one on the card does not match the letters or shapes or style that was used in her real signature. And yeah, as you can see here, it's got the same kind of S, but then obviously the eyes completely different. And again, you can tell that this is not the same signature. This is way too clean to be the same signature. The only thing they got right was the S, I would say. But even then, they didn't include the little swoosh from the S even. So again, it seems like they've gotten this completely wrong. And yeah, it definitely seems like a fake that was not done properly. And again, these people have done their investigation on it and looked into it, and also the timeline of how they actually managed to acquire these. Because if you don't know, VCards do actually do a signature set with their God Rares, right? This is from the set that Sinder's from. You can see some of them do actually contain a signature, like Camilla and Buff Pups there. But obviously they are printed on foil signature cards rather than actually signed signatures. Now, of course, there is still the chance that this could have been signed by Sinder at a convention or a meet and greet and whatever, but obviously they're saying that within the timeline of when this was sold and the timeline of whenever VCards officially actually came out and people were able to get their hands on it, Sinder wasn't around because of all the stuff that had happened, obviously with the hiatus and all of the drama, right? So again, there's no way for her to really have signed any of these unless she knew them personally or something and did it for them, right? And that just isn't the case. It definitely seems like this is a 100% case of a scam or a kind of, I guess, misleading listing, which, yeah, obviously it's something to watch out for whenever you're looking to buy cards and things like that. And as I said, if you want to buy the signature cards, as in the signature cards that actually come with the VCard set, not actually signed by the person, but obviously it's a special kind of card, then they will be in a foil kind of signature, as you can see, that matches the color of the card rather than in black ink. That will not be the case. And obviously that goes the same for a lot of other cards as well. Like, it's not just a Sinder thing. Obviously Sinder has had her cards kind of targeted here, but I do think there is probably going to be many cases of many other VTubers as well that are also featured on this list. You know, Camilla, you know, Bao, Yakumi, like so many people, right, that could also be targeted by a similar thing. But obviously the Sinder fans pointing out their side of things, which, you know, is good to see, because of course it does kind of throw people off. I'd say this is the complete original seller post. Be careful when buying merch from third-party resellers. And obviously, yeah, here is the actual listing. You can see it is by someone who has an 100% positive kind of rating. They've only got 500 though, which is again a little bit sketchy. And of course, yes, it's signed GamerSupps VCard Rising First Edition 9 VTuber Sinder, and they're selling it for $500, which obviously, yeah, it seems like that is fake. And obviously, a lot of people are commenting saying, yeah, he is selling a bunch of signed merch like a Numi pack. Bare minimum, I thought it was he was scum for how expensive he was for trying to sell them, but somehow they are worse than that, which again, yeah, it is crazy. People saying Sinder has not made any public appearances since the release of VCards. There's literally no way to have that card signed by her, which again, yeah, it is absolutely insane, right? That they think they could get away with this. You could probably do it with like any other VTuber, right? You could do it with any other VTuber that is slightly active within conventions and things, and you probably would have gotten away with it. But of course, you decided to go for Sinder, who obviously, as they say, hasn't made any public appearances since the release of VCard, which I think is the worst timing ever, right? A lot of people say, to be perfectly honest, I'm not surprised at this point, but still scummy nonetheless. Also, can I point out, when I go onto eBay, I've been noticing a lot of AI art stickers on Sinder on eBay as well, apparently. And obviously a lot of people saying, I do have some actually originally signed by Sinder, and they said, yeah, this card is fake. And yeah, as you can see here, you know, she does the same signature as the other one that they showed in comparison. And you can see here, this is like a little flame, I'm pretty sure, which they do not do in the fake eBay listing there. You can see this one, they do like, I don't even know what that is. It looks like an egg, which I think is pretty funny. But also, yeah, she does like a little flame thing, and it does look completely different to some of the other signatures that have come out. They said such awful behavior, said these scammers. So again, of course, it seems like people have really clocked on to what is going on with this. And of course, this is probably going to be an issue as VCards continues to grow, right? You know, people want signatures, people want signature cards. But of course, as I said, I think I would stick to just getting the, you know, original kind of, what you call it, signature cards that come with the set. As I said, the ones that actually feature, you know, full kind of foil signatures or whatever, because of course, you know, those are legit. Now, obviously, those are going to be real signatures. They're going to be printed on because they're not actually signed by a person, but obviously they're still going to carry that weight in terms of value if that's what you're looking for. And if you're looking for a signature from the actual VTuber themselves, then of course, I don't know, I'd just say go to a convention, I guess, and bring one of the cards that you like and do that instead. But of course, I know not everybody can do it. Maybe get someone else to do it, or something like that. Of course, there's many opportunities. Also, as well, there is opportunities with GamerSupps. So obviously, you know, GamerSupps are in VCards and whatever, but there is an opportunity with GamerSupps to get signed stuff too. I'm pretty sure Amelie did a recent thing where she had like a signed album and things like that. So you can get signed stuff through GamerSupps if that's something that you want to see. Obviously, maybe it's not for the specific VTuber you want. Obviously, they haven't really done anything with Sinder for a little bit, but of course, you know, other VTubers, if you're looking to get signed stuff from them, GamerSupps definitely do some stuff every now and again with some signed things if that's what you're looking for. And yeah, there's probably other opportunities within conventions and things like that. And obviously, as I said, just be careful whenever going onto eBay in general, right? Not even just for cards or for VTuber stuff. Just like in general, it is generally a sketchy place. And obviously, whenever you see something like this, well, where is it? The kind of positivity rating, 100% positive with only 500 reviews. 500 reviews usually isn't that great because you can easily bot them and kind of boost it up a little bit to make you look more trustworthy. I feel like, you know, of course, if they did kind of, I guess, you know, boost it up a little bit further, then maybe some people would have fallen for it. Of course, as well, they say authenticity guarantee on top of the kind of eBay thing, which I think is pretty interesting considering that, you know, people have uncovered this one to be a fake and not real, which I do think is pretty crazy, right? And yeah, obviously, yeah, I think authenticity guarantee is crazy whenever it's not authentic. Like, how are you supposed to guarantee us that whenever it clearly isn't? Obviously, eBay have a little bit of an issue going on there whenever it comes to that kind of stuff. But yeah, I did think it was a pretty interesting situation that I just kind of wanted to cover because, again, it is terrible that, she's been targeted by this. And of course, as well, it'll be terrible for any other VTuber that is going to be targeted by this in the future, as well as VCards continues to grow and continues to get even more popular. But yeah, I mean, that is essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.